Petr Yan has been a dominant fighter in the bantamweight division of the UFC, and he's just hitting his prime as well. The Russian fighter has an incredible mastery of all different types of martial arts, including boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Muay Thai. As one of the top contenders for the championship belt and a previous champ, it's clear that there's a lot of buzz surrounding this fighter and his lifestyle. In this video, we'll go through Petr Yan's lifestyle and net worth as a fighter, his dominance in the UFC, and his controversy with Aljamain Sterling. If you enjoy the video at any point, feel free to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. We also love to hear your thoughts on the famed fighter, so please comment below as well. Now let's get started. Net worth and lifestyle. Yan lives a fighter lifestyle, which means a lot of preparation, training, and spending what's left of his time with family and friends. He's married to his wife Yulia, and together they have 2 sons. There's not a lot to go on where exactly they live, but based on this picture, it seems like they reside in the mountains of Siberia and have multiple huskies with them. We have the exact number Petr earned in the UFC, which is over $1 million, and this includes a $230,000 fight against Jose Aldo. In addition, Yan is sponsored by Match and Gorilla Energy Drink, which can contribute additional thousands of dollars per month to his overall salary. The Gorilla Energy Drink brand is the same one that endorses Khabib Nurmagomedov and the fighter he trains with. Here's some interesting facts that you might not have known about. The famed fighter was often involved in street fights, which led to his parents having to discipline him after being called in by his school. To deal with this and provide an outlet, his parents enrolled Petr in Taekwondo, which was the beginning of Yan's involvement in martial arts. He also played other sports, including soccer, which may contribute to his impressive footwork and ability to trip opponents. Yan also worked as a bouncer in a bar in Russia while he was making his way into the MMA scene. Despite being only 5'7", Yan would easily deal with guests who were drunk and generally larger in size. It is not surprising that this eventually led to him also earning the rank of Master of Sports of Russia in boxing. Did you know that Petr Yan also holds a degree? While many fighters might have taken a turn off the wrong path before coming into the UFC, Petr has consistently stayed in the realm of martial arts. He holds a degree in physical culture and sports from the Siberian Federal University. This showcases his ability to not only fight well, but give himself and his body the best preparation needed for his high-octane fights. Dominance in the UFC. It took Petr Yan 2 years from joining the UFC to becoming a dominant champion. Aside from his recent fiasco with Aljo and their controversy, which we'll cover right after this, Yan has looked like the champ to beat in his fights. Yan started his journey in boxing and would secretly follow his elder brother into a gym. After competing in boxing for over 8 years, he would achieve the rank of Master of Sports in boxing at the 141-pound weight class. Yet that was not enough to satisfy the young fighter. In 2013, Yan made a spectacular debut in MMA when he knocked out his opponent Murad Bakiv in the 3rd round. He continued on his streak, and his only recognized loss is to Magomed Magomedov. Yan used this experience to continue his growth and would avenge his loss 1 year later. In 2018, Petr Yan would make his debut in the UFC and put himself on the map immediately. He disposed of Teruto Ishihara in 1 round via a brutal knockout and continued his savage assertion of power over top contenders like John Dodson, Jimmy Rivera, and Uriah Faber. The fighter is dubbed No Mercy for his vicious strikes and slick trips inside the ring. He was even able to take on Jose Aldo, a great in the bantamweight and featherweight division, to claim the vacant UFC belt. Since joining the UFC, Yan has a 7-1 record and finished over 50% of his opponents. The one loss was a disqualification against Aljamain Sterling. Besides the fight with Sterling, how would you rate Petr Yan's dominance in the UFC? He seemed to have been incredible from the start, and his impressive runs through Aldo and Faber has me hyped to see how high this famed fighter can go. Remember that Yan is only in his late 20s and has many years left in the sport. Aljamain Sterling controversy. In March of 2021, in his matchup at UFC 259 against Aljamain Sterling, Yan was disqualified for an illegal knee. To provide more context, Yan was winning throughout the rounds, as Sterling was unable to take him down. These two fighters provided a series of mismatches for each other. Yan was a superior striker while Sterling was better at grappling. However, Sterling would be unable to take Yan down and use a lot of his energy in the beginning rounds trying to do so. In the fourth round, Peter continued to put on the pressure and tripped Sterling multiple times and continued his attempt to knock him out. In doing so, Yan would knee his opponent while he was on one knee on the floor. This then led to several minutes of Sterling rolling around before the referee called it off as a disqualification. At the moment, this was the biggest controversy and question. Did Aljamain Sterling fake the extent of his injury in order to not continue the fight? From many MMA fans' perspective, he took the cowardly way out. However, if you have never been kneed before, it's hard to understand how hurt Aljo was. At the same time, what's been more concerning is Sterling's recent surgery and having to pull out the rematch. We can all understand that a neck surgery needs time to recover. Yet some fans have found it weird that he would take on a fight if they were aware of the timeline for his recovery. Once again, it seems like Aljamain may have taken the easier path and wait until he's 100% before his rematch with Petr Yan. Now he gets more time to train and prepare. What are your thoughts on this controversy? Should Sterling have given up his belt after not being able to defend it? Maybe a better question is, should Yan have even lost it to begin with? Would it have made more sense to simply call the fight a no contest and then follow it up with a rematch? This certainly would have been the best approach in my opinion. Let us know what you think below to all of this. Besides all the crazy talk between Petr Yan and other fighters in the sport, what did you think about his net worth and lifestyle? Does it make sense to be earning as much as he has in his rise to the top of the bantamweight division? And do you think he's going to get the belt back and continue his reign? Let us know your thoughts about all this and more in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to this lifestyle and net worth video on Petr Yan. For more information and other great videos, check out our channel at Knockout TV. We appreciate all the support on this and we'll see you next time on the channel.